5 reasons why you are poor. Becoming rich, gaining money-related headway, and continuing with life as per your own inclinations, are all that countless we need for ourselves when we consider our possibilities. The truth is many will not at any point genuinely comprehend their dreams about ending up being financially productive, yet not in light of the fact that they can't. Anyone with the ideal mindset and exercises can get it rolling. Regardless, people act in habits that don't propel their financial accomplishment, as often as possible without recognizing it. They hurt their financial possibilities, ensuring that they stay broke, basically forever. It's fundamental to grasp that making monetary energy isn't about karma. It doesn't just happen to specific people and not to others. Making monetary prosperity is connected to effective money management, hard exertion, organizing, consistency, discipline, and obligation, and essentially, staying aware of extraordinary money the chief's capacities, regardless of what your continuous financial situation or the sum you are at this point get. There is an enormous number of instances of conquering misfortune of people who came from being poor to gaining astounding money-related headway by changing their viewpoint and inclinations. Regardless, to break the example of being destitute, you ought to be familiar with the approaches to acting getting you far from making monetary prosperity anyway. Number 1, you don't have the right money standpoint. You might have heard this beforehand, but having the right viewpoint concerning your life and assets is essential for progress. If you are constantly telling yourself, "I'm done for," your perspective will hold you back from succeeding. How you ponder things changes over into how you act. The right mentality consolidates tolerating that you can make enduring progress, choosing to contribute to the work, and sorting out some way to self-push and self-charged up. Number 2, you don't plan your spending. Dealing with commitments, saving money, successful monetary preparation, continuing with life, to really do any of these things, you need to have a plan around your money. That suggests sorting out some way to a spending plan. An enjoying plan not simply helps with ensuring you're keeping your costs underneath your compensation, but it similarly allows you to configure out what you can spend, save, and contribute. Expecting you find that your money successfully moves beyond you, anytime considered where all your money went, and you end up with not much of given after each check to put towards your hold assets and theories. The way into this is by following your spending and making your monetary arrangement your dearest friend. The most prosperous people on earth, who stay well off, have monetary plans. They likely won't call them monetary plans, be that as it may, they obviously have plans around their spending, saving, and viable cash executives. Likewise, if they do, you should, also. The goal is to control your money and set every penny you get to work for you. Number 3, you spend more than you secure. This may be the principal reason people stay broke and a quick result of not arranging. Spending more than you obtain infers you can't save, and it furthermore suggests you will undoubtedly be overextended and expect the commitment. You'll feel like you are consistently arriving at an impasse monetarily. The way into this is by following your spending and making your monetary arrangement with your closest friend. If you haven't had progress beforehand, perhaps you haven't found an arranging technique that capabilities honorably for you. Arranging isn't one size fits all, and you will undoubtedly succeed expecting you to use a philosophy that ends up being inhuman for you. You ought to be direct with yourself, make an overview named "Why I'm Out for the Count" and run down what you're spending your merited money on. Thusly, you can manage your money mindset, make spending arrangements, and make your future financial plan. Number 4, you really want patience. Self-control is conceivable of the best areas people fight as to financial accomplishment. To be sure, even I fight with it now and again. People set forth their targets with legitimate objectives, but after some time, they don't really in all cases go on all the way to completion. There's the conflict of necessities versus needs, requiring second fulfillment, and, clearly, the sentiments that go with it. Having a horrendous day and feeling down, or having an unbelievable day and feeling excessively merry and justifying, are well known for the certain mistakes and goals tumbling off kilter. So how might you fight this? I would agree. I track down that truly needing to succeed is the underlying step. You really want to require it adequately awful, and you should make certain about your why. Restraint takes practice, and this suggests you truly need to advance a conscious endeavor to additionally foster your discretion every single day. You in like manner should be sure you keep your targets obvious so you can see restraint every single day. You furthermore should be sure you keep your goals perceptible so you can see them reliably and remain convinced. Besides, the obligation is basic. If you fight with patience, consider finding someone to keep you answerable for the moves you make and around the financial targets you have set. Number 5, you get everything. Not getting ready, spending more than you acquire, just put it on the MasterCard, right? Anything that it is, you let yourself in on, you can deal with it with your next check. Meanwhile, the bills get higher, and it gets all the more energetically to compensate for some recent setbacks. In case you've ended up in this current situation, you truly ought to make a game plan to get away from commitment. Nevertheless, for your course of action to make enduring progress, you should zero in on stopping spending on loans and acquiring new obligations. You moreover must work on your money mindset and cultivate new pangshangs around your money leaders. You truly need to switch off the I am desperate disposition, also called a lamentable mindset, and cultivate a rich viewpoint. It's not exactly so particularly regular as it sounds, yet it's emphatically possible the length of still hanging out there and focused.